Hello guys, welcome back to your English class. Today I'm going to explain you the exercises from the unit 24, the last unit from this book. And today we're going to check this one that it's called "Where Were You Last Night?" And we have objectives, ask questions about achievements, places, and emotions in the past tense. Now, simple past verb to be. Don't forget that in the previous lesson we checked the topic was and were, wasn't and weren't. Okay, now in this one I want to check it, but in question form. Now we have, for example, different examples about a topic. Was I asleep in class? Were you hungry before English class? Was he in your class? Was she in ballet when she was young? Was it cold yesterday? Were we friends in high school? Were they at school yesterday? Okay, they are questions. You have your auxiliary, was or were, your subject, and your complements. Okay, now on exercise 24.3, it says answer the following questions. Okay, the questions are about you. Okay, they are personal. The idea is you have to complete what would be the right answers. For example, the first one, it says, were you nice or naughty when you were 3 years old? Were you late to class this morning? Was your best friend at cinema yesterday? And were your classmates tired after class last Monday? Number 5, was your mom sweet when you were young? Were you hungry last night? And was yesterday a hot or a cold day? Okay, the idea is you have to answer it about you. Okay, now on exercise 24.8, you have write the questions to the following answers. Now you have four answers, and you have to write on the line what would be the possible questions. For example, the first one, it says, yes, I was in LA, Los Angeles, last summer. Number 2, no, my sister was not his friend. Number 3, well, last night I was at the cinema. And 4, they were in the church chorus when they were 10. Okay, now the idea, again, I told you should try to write what would be the right questions using these answers that are given. Okay, and the last exercise, you have exercise 24.9. Answer the following questions. You have 6 questions, and you have to write what would be the possible answer. For example, the first one, it says, where were you last Christmas? Number 2, in what class were you before this one? Number 3, was your best friend yesterday at 5 p.m.? In what year were you born? Do you have a sister or brother? And was he or was she, when was she or when was he born? And were you good at sports when you were young? Okay, the idea is you have to check what would be the right answer. Okay, now in your workbook, exercise 24.3, use the words from the box to write the complete sentence below. Now you have in the box different options. You have was and were, or wasn't and weren't, but in addition you have some prepositions of place. Okay, the idea is you have to, according to the context of the sentences, you have to read the whole idea, and then you have to decide, is it was and were and the correct preposition. For example, we have was in, was at, was on, was between, were in, were at, were behind, were in front of, was at, or weren't in, and you have the sentences. Mr. Johnson's car, the garage not in front of it. There, 3 patrol cars, the school, the pizza boy and the lawyer, the door. You, Rome last summer? I remember the bank, the corner of this street, the book table where it is now, the concert 8 p.m. it was 7 p.m. The playground, always the schools, our school 2nd and 3rd Street, and my keys in my purse, I'm sure. Okay? Now, the idea is you have to decide what would be the right word. Is it was or were, and the correct preposition. Maybe between, maybe in front of, behind, etc. etc. Okay? Now, on exercise 24.4, circle the correct tense. You have 6 sentences and you have to choose the correct option. You have 2 options in each one. For example, there were many students of the school last Thursday. Number 2, this unit is or was the last of this book. Where are you 20 years old now? Where was your father's yesterday? Are or were these stories written long time ago? And why or were your eyes red? Okay, you have to decide what would be the right option. And finally, on exercise 24.5, correct the following sentences and rewrite them. Now you have to read them and decide if they are okay. If they are okay, you don't need to change them. But if they are wrong, you have to rewrite the correct version on the lines. Okay, you have 5 sentences. For example, the first one, it says, last Sunday I was in cinema with a friend. Number 2, tomorrow we are going to play in football. Number 3, the Earth is in front of Venus and Mars. Number 4, when I was 40, I'm going to travel to Europe. And my classmates are always late to class last year. Okay, now that's all for these activities. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that you're okay. Don't forget to check if you have to make a video recording for this lesson. And that's all. See you guys. Take care. Bye bye.